Welcome to the Venezuelamerican show.
Welcome to the Venezuelamerican show. My name is Chendi, your host, with the vibrant Giselle.
Hey.
Usually sitting in the king's chair, but now standing right behind us is Checo.
Yay, Checo!
Chequito! And let's not forget about the queen.
Hello, I am the queen.
Our informative AI who drops the knowledge. Grab your arepas
And your cafecito.
and join the conversation. The Venezuelamerican show starts now. Let me start off with a few disclaimers. Number one.
Oh,
That's right,
yeah, that's the...
Just picture me as a UFC fighter.
Oh my gosh.
Disclaimer number two, TikTok went offline.
Last night was terrible.
Their parent company also owned the software that we use to create our video. So if this video looks a little different than all the other videos, you'll know why. I'm gonna put my glasses back on so you don't have to look at that. We're gonna do a little Audible this time. We were gonna talk about, as you know, reggaeton.
Okay.
we're not.
Let's talk... What?
I'm doing an audible. So an audible means, in football terms, American football terms, it means you have one play, a designed play, where all your guys are going out there and they're ready to run this one play. And then the quarterback changes the play at the last second. We call that an audible.
Okay, good luck with that. I mean, I got zero understanding from what he said.
All right, audible just means a change play. Change play.
Okay.
I'm sure it's in other countries' sports to change in the play at the last second.
Okay, so what's a change?
Due to the eye, I was thinking we could talk about Venezuelan healthcare, Venezuelan hospitals, the
Oh.
struggle. And
Yeah.
the Queen has a little bit to say about that too, but I want to hear it from you first.
Okay.
In America, everybody's got a lot to say about healthcare. Huge premiums, we're paying a lot of money, we're not getting the healthcare that everybody needs. There's also the FDA and how we eat and the food is making us more unhealthy. America allows this to go on knowingly, where other countries kind of restrict this stuff.
We're gonna focus on the hospitals and the health system, so it's very different from here because in Venezuela there is two ways. So there's the private sector, right? You call it like that?
Yeah.
And then the public sector. You go to the public sector if you're low class, which I was when I was growing up, and even when I left, I was low class in Venezuela. So you would go to the public hospitals and you go to the emergency room, just wait like 10, 15, or maybe 20 minutes. You would see a doctor, they will check you out, they will like give you medicine or hydrate you or do whatever was necessary at that moment for that particular emergency. The problem was the situation was declining when Chavez came up with this idea of creating a program for people from Cuba, doctors from Cuba, coming to Venezuela to do the service, the public service. So he kind of created another system for the low class to go to the systems. So this would be like little hospitals, little urgent cares with Cuban doctors. I think the problem started there since I was little when this all started, so I wasn't like pretty clear what was going on. That was when I think everything was just falling apart. So Chavez didn't invest any money on public services or the public system with the regular hospitals. Ever since that happened, I feel like everything just went down.
Nosedive. I think this happens in America too, where you have these doctors who go to school, they learn all this stuff. And I know in many other countries it's not about money. A lot of these people become doctors because they actually want to help people. And I'm not saying Americans don't, but Americans want that paycheck. They want that paycheck.
Everyone wants some money.
And so the people who pay more, in this case the private sector, I'm sure, which you'll probably get into that, people who pay more get the good doctors. The public sector, who probably does not pay worth anything, they get the worst doctors.
Yes, well, at the very beginning of this situation, the doctors that used to work in the private sector also worked in the public sector because, of course, they always wanted more money. So they would work by appointments and certain days and all that. But the problem was that later, not even doctors from the private sector would work at the hospitals. And if they did, they just didn't have the resources to help people with. So let's say you went to the emergency room. So you go to ER. They have the doctors, but they don't have cotton rounds. They don't have the injections. They don't have all the medical tools that they need. Yeah, just like alcohol. Sometimes they didn't have alcohol. So you would have to bring your own kit for whatever you needed to get done. So you were like, oh my God. And then the situation got worse because, of course, the people growing up being socialists also went to school in those little universities that Chavez created, and they thought that they were doctors. Now they are working in the public sector. They're not as prepared. It's creating crazy situations too, because you're going to a doctor and the doctor is not prescribing the right medicine for you, so you're not going to get better.
More problems.
Exactly. So
more problems.
Exactly. So there are good doctors in Venezuela because the universities are really good. The public universities that are really important in Venezuela, they still educate doctors to this day. The problem is when they graduate, they don't make enough money to make a living. So they leave the country. So what's left? Doctors that probably are not as great. And if there are good doctors in the private sector, but how much are you going to pay?
Riddle me this. Even though in the public sector you have some bad doctors or doctors who aren't sufficient, it's affordable.
Yes, even the private sector right now, if we compare it to the United States, it's affordable. The problem is when you put it next to the economy of a low-class person in Venezuela, that seems out of my
budget.
Yeah, out of your budget. See, my English is limited. But if you compare it to someone here in the United States, those are great prices. The problem is that low-class people in Venezuela, which I would say, I'm always talking about percentages that have no shit. I have no idea, but I would say at least 70% of people in Venezuela are low class. It's hard to go to a clinic because that's what we call it. The private sectors have clinic.
I want to ask you about hospitals specifically. One of the rumors I've heard, some of the doctors, nurses, medical staff, when they do get things, like when they do get equipment or medicine or drugs or whatever, they don't get paid enough and they need to make that money too, so they'll take that stuff, sell it on the street, and then people who go there can't get what they need.
Exactly. So that's what socialism does. It creates 500 micro problems from one big problem. Of course, the doctors are not getting paid well. I wouldn't say all of them, but it's very common now that when the public service system, gets all the equipment and resources, these doctors or even nurses, they usually just
take all that stuff.
They take it, but like they steal it. They steal all this equipment and resources where we're talking about like cotton rounds, injections, medicine that is hard to get to, all that kinds of stuff that you should go to the hospital and get for free. Now these doctors and nurses, or even just like if you work at the hospital and you know someone that knows someone, you might benefit from that too. It's a little better to this day. In 2020, 2019, we're talking about black market when we talk about like hospital resources.
Well, let's let the Queen chime in.
Let's hear it.
Queen,
Venezuela's healthcare system is a mix of public and private services, with the public sector historically playing a dominant role. The public healthcare system, managed primarily by the Ministry of Health, Ministerio del Poder Popular para la Salud, provides services that are theoretically free, including consultations, treatments, and medications. However, the system faces significant challenges, such as severe shortages of medical supplies and medications, outdated infrastructure, insufficient funding, and low salaries for medical staff, which have contributed to workforce shortages and emigration of healthcare professionals. Patients often experience long waiting times and limited access to specialized care. The Barrio Adentro program, launched in 2003 as a collaboration between Venezuela and Cuba, aims to deliver free healthcare to underserved and remote areas. While initially promising, the program has struggled over time due to financial constraints and declining quality. In contrast, private healthcare services, which are better equipped and staffed, provide an alternative to the public system. However, these services are accessible primarily to wealthier individuals who can afford out-of-pocket payments or private insurance. Venezuela's healthcare system has been severely affected by the country's ongoing economic and political crisis. Hyperinflation has made medical imports costly, and widespread emigration has further depleted the healthcare workforce. Epidemics of preventable diseases such as measles and malaria have also re-emerged. While international organizations like the United Nations and Red Cross have provided some support, the overall system remains under significant strain.
That was a long one.
That was long.
That was long. But hey, let's just move on.
Well, let's move it.
Move it, move it.
Move it.
Move it, move it. But what the heck?
What the heck? What the heck?
What's going on with all the Latina women wanting the big booties? And I'm not talking about just big booties. I'm not talking about music video big booty. I'm talking about excessively large. You can eat dinner off that shelf. Big booty, like extreme to the point it's unattractive.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a trend, or it's a cultural thing in South America, because some women are they have really nice
They're going to
behind. So of course you want to look like them. So it is created in our culture that a woman that has nice breasts and nice behind, then she's attractive, like her body is attractive. So sometimes you're fortunate enough to have nice breasts, but not fortunate enough to have a nice behind. So that's when the surgeries come. So it's very popular in South America to get a nose job, get a breast job, just get implants for you behind.
So are there doctors in Venezuela doing that?
Yes, there's plenty of them. I mean, it's very popular to get nose jobs, to get breast implants, get all kinds of implants. I would say the most populars are tummy tuck, nose jobs, breast implants, and then butt implants. In my family, of course, we have no money for that. So we got what we got, and they are very fortunate in my family. They got both of them, but not me. Not me.
What are you talking about? Is there like a Kim Kardashian of Venezuela?
No, we actually have hundreds of Kim Kardashians in my country.
They're just everywhere.
They're just everywhere. And some actually just do like breast implants. They're very good at going to the gym, and sometimes they're just naturally like that. In my country, it's very popular, or it's very common. I wouldn't say popular. It's very common to see women that are just naturally beautiful. Their faces, their hair, their body look like what it's commonly like.
Y'all win the Miss Universe every now and then, which is good. I'm sure there's countries who have never even come close. I
know. Exactly. I mean, it is a thing to look beautiful in my country all the time.
Food. My favorite segment.
Okay, mine too.
Just a reminder from last episode, we had the equalizer, USA coming in to tie it up 1-1.
Not today. Not today.
We're putting the full court press in. I got something cheap but good that I think Checo's gonna love.
Yes.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I want you to go first. I mean, I'm sure mine is way, way better this time, because what happened was that last week, he bought the wrong food for me. So, of course it wasn't good. He didn't get the right empanadas, which, it's a big deal.
What I have is an American favorite. You can buy this at the ball game. You can buy this at the side of the road. You can buy this basically anywhere. Gas station. I got this at the gas station. I'm talking about your hot dog. And I bought this a little while ago. They're a little sloppy.
Yeah, that is not competitive to what I have. I'm sorry.
Anyway, ketchup, mustard, cheese, and bacon on this bad boy.
Okay.
So let me put that right here. You go ahead and get yours.
Okay, let's get ready. Mine it's way better, guys. Mine is way better, guys. This is yummy. This is well done. Straight from a Venezuelan restaurant. So Hold on, Checo. You'll have some. Oh no.
Oh no.
Woo! Oh my goodness. Woo!
That's a full meal right there.
Well, you didn't say what you were gonna get, so I wanted to give you a chance. This, let me show you.
I'm gonna do a little close up with my hot dog real quick. Bam. Half a hot dog.
Okay, so guys, this is a cachapa with cochino frito, which is fried pork. And usually is a corn tortilla, but like a very different corn tortilla. It's not the Mexican one. So this one is stuffed with cheese, which is a special cheese from Venezuela, and then another kind of cheese from Venezuela as well. And then the fried pork. That's it.
That's it?
Move.
Fried pork. Let me get a piece of that.
Yeah, well, you eat after. Let's get Checo some of these.
Wow. This is gonna be hard to beat.
I know. Good luck. What? Right there, so people can see it close.
Get them prepped. Get them up here. Right here in this corner. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Woo! Yay!
He went straight to yours.
Yeah.
He didn't even
care.
I think he gave it the side eye. He did.
Yeah.
He gave it
well,
like
I don't know. That just doesn't look good. I'm
I'll
sorry.
put it in slow-mo.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went for the Venezuelan quick.
Yes.
Wah, wah.
And he's coming for more. He's coming for the fried pork. Yes. And then he's like, what is this? This is just plastic food.
A full rejection. Full
rejection.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. I accept that law. 2-1. Venezuela. Sorry for letting my Americans down.
One more time, we're just verifying that American food is just not as good. Not as good as Venezuelan food.
We'll see. See, we have many more episodes to do before the end of the year.
Yeah.
We don't want the Venezuelans taken off, so I'll think of something good. I thought a hot dog would be a good.
It's okay because.
Did I do the right hot dog? Anyway, no reason.
And if you try our hot dogs, oh my gosh, that's another level. Yeah.
Okay, your hot dogs. What do you call them?
We call them hot dogs, perro calientes, but usually.
That's an American food, by the way.
Well, yes, but it's also a Venezuelan kind. It's very different. It has a hot dog in it. It has French fries, not French fries. It has chips like Ruffles, but like cut in very little pieces, and then a little bit of salad, and then a little bit of sauces. And if you want, you can put shredded beef. You can put shredded chicken. Sometimes it's usually shredded beef. And then if you want, you can put some ham on it. If you want to go ridiculously crazy, you can put bacon on top of that. Big hot dog.
You take everything in your kitchen, put it together, and then put it on your hot dog.
Yeah, I'm ready.
For this?
I'm ready.
Creamy and plug, what's up?
This is what we got today, and this is the Rosemary Shampoo, Ritual Botanico Rosemary Shampoo that is great for oily scalp and it stimulates hair growth. It helps you reduce hair loss. It will help you with the sensitivity in case you have sensitivity in your scalp. But their main benefit is because it helps you stimulate hair growth. So if you have oily scalp, that means that if you have a scalp that just creates a lot of oil within 24 hours, even before 24 hours, this is a shampoo that you need because it will help you reduce it. And if you start using it the first week, you'll see a big difference because you'll be able to wash your hair after 24 hours. But that only if you use it at least every day for 1 week. Because remember, you have to wash, if you have oily scalp, you have to wash your hair every day. So remember, shampoo, it's only for your scalp. This is not great to apply it for the rest of the hair. So if you want to win one of these, what you gotta do is comment, subscribe, and you gotta leave us a like or maybe an unlike.
Same thing every week. Subscribe, like, comment,
share.
Give us your feedback. You don't have to share it, but that'd be nice. We're gonna move on. Word of the week. I chose the words again. So Spanish word I learned pretty quickly. 2 words. Arriba and Abajo.
Ooh! Right. Good words for anything.
We got a basement, which happens to be where we are right now.
Yeah.
The basement, I noticed real quick when she was like Abajo and then Arriba. If we were downstairs, she was talking about upstairs, and I'm like, okay, so that's upstairs, downstairs, okay?
Yeah, arriba, abajo,
Arriba,
down.
abajo.
Down is abajo y arriba, it's up, upstairs.
To say with the trend, with the A words, I'm going alpha. You know what alpha means?
Yes, it's the same in Spanish. It's superior.
Oh.
Yeah, alpha.
Like alpha male.
Oh.
Alpha female.
Yeah.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa? What is alfalfa?
I believe it's a plant. Alpha, basically a dominant person.
Oh my God!
What?
Thank you for your patience. TikTok Shop has resumed operations in the U.S. Woo!
Big news.
Read it right here.
That's great.
Good
You know,
news.
I don't have a TikTok account, but that's great. I'm happy for everybody else. I think it's pretty.
Yes, this is great news.
It's not really a free market if you're gonna start banning businesses. Well, with that said, that's great news. Let's have a last word. What you got?
Felicidad. Because I'm happy. Felicidad means happiness. I'm super happy that TikTok is back.
Give them your TikTok handle.
So our TikTok is @Cremia LLC. You'll see hair content, you'll see videos, you'll see promotions, giveaways. Follow us and see what we got there.
All right, stay healthy, stay safe, stay warm. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Adios.